Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today, yes, we are back in Sam Petersburg. And I know in the last episode I told you guys that I was actually going to do a lot more transport type things, but I actually decided I needed to fix up some issues with the roads, these intersections here. I mean, I know we've tried to fix them up before and we have kind of fixed them up a little bit, but as I build so much more, they all kind of come in at once, and there's just so much traffic, and that kind of shows me what is to come in the future when that type of traffic is like consistent 24/7. So before I do any more type of transport, I think in the last episode I said I was going to do maybe subways, but I think for now I just need to work on the roads a little bit more and expand the city out a little bit, and then we can really get into all of the transport type things. And I see a fire happening up there near the school. I think what I'm doing here, I'm just adding in a lot of schools because for some reason they've disappeared, and I think that's related to the new DLC. So and then we can see that area there, some of the buildings are missing in the housing estate area, but they'll be back soon. I just have to enable them, I think, again. So yeah, this is the two areas that I'll be working on. I know I worked on this before, but I have to work on it again just one more time, just because it's fine, but I kind of want it to be perfect. You can see there's just a lot of build up, there's a lot of red traffic. So we start here, and I knew this was a very quick fix here. I knew eventually I was going to have to add in a better type road function right here. So that road that leads to the highway, that points to the highway there, it's actually a two-way road, so they can either go left or right. So this is why I'm doing a tunnel, so the tunnel will go underneath the highway, and then they can easily merge onto this highway. I don't know if you want to call it a highway, it's a very small highway, but let's just call it a highway anyway. And so on the other side, which is just off the screen a little bit, that's another merging lane, so they can just so easily go either way instead of having to stop and do a sharp right or left turn, which was how it was originally. So yeah, so I'm just trying to adjust the landscape a little bit here, just because of the elevation to get it underneath wasn't really perfect. So just under there like that, and then so yeah, for this particular part I thought you only have two options really. You can either go above or you can go below, and since there's already that road going over the highway there, I think the best option is to just go straight under. Realistically, I don't know if it's a really good idea to put it under, even though it's quite close to the river. So you'd have to get some really good engineering into that type area there to make sure there's no flooding. But let's not get too technical. I know some people are going to be like, what the heck are you doing? You shouldn't do that, it's too close, it's going to flood. But anyway, yes, I know that, but I just can't be bothered to really get into those type details because it's just a game. It's not a real life thing. So yeah. And just before I complete this area, you see I use that mod right there just to make sure they can only turn left. I don't want them to be able to turn right at all. And I think I forgot, but I should add a stop sign or a give way sign or a yield sign, whatever you want to call it, just so they're not disrupting the traffic on the highway. Okay, and so there we have it. It's a quick merging lane for either way. See, it's working so much better right now, whereas before they had to do a really sharp right turn. There is that other road right there that I'm kind of zooming into there. It's kind of an issue, but for now I really don't know what to do with it. This area here, which is the other major intersection just to the right of the last one, I tried to really figure this out off camera. And what was happening is, where I've deleted the road now, but above what I'm working on now, you have the exit lane, and that can either go to the left or to the right. And no matter how many lanes I use, no matter how many mods I use to adjust this, it just did not work at all. I really don't know why. It's something to do with the game. Realistically, in real life, it would have worked fine, but for some reason just some reason the game just did not allow me to do it how I wanted and how it would actually work in real life. So I thought, what if I'm using too many lanes? Because I think I was doing maybe 3 lanes, and that was really just confusing them all. So I went back to 1 lane. You can see there's just 1, and then but you'll see in a minute, even just with 1, it didn't work because the timing at the intersection was not enough. And then if I added more time for them at the intersection, then all of the other traffic would build up and it would back up and cause congestion. So it just really was not working, and you'll see that in a second. So yeah, you can see it's easily building up, and then it builds right up back up onto the highway, and then of course that's going to cause lots of issues down there. You can see to the left there, they're all building up because one truck is trying to merge. It's just really frustrating. So I actually got sick of it and deleted this part. What I actually decided to do was, I didn't really want to do this because it kind of seems a little bit extra to do it straight over, but so instead of the road meeting at the intersection, it's going to go completely straight over it, completely bypass the intersection. No need to stop at the intersection at all. And so it's going to go straight over there. I deleted it because I didn't like the angle, but it's going to go straight over, and it'll meet up kind of above, well, not kind of, it will be above the water, as you'll see in a second. Perfect. So it doesn't look too bad now that it's done. And so this area here, there's 3 existing lanes that will meet with this merging lane. So of course you turn off the traffic lights because I don't want there to be any traffic build up here. And of course I use the mods to make the traffic only turn left. And what I actually had to do here was, now I hope this isn't too confusing. So there's 3 lanes on either side here. What I actually done was I added 2 on the left side and 3 on the other side. So then when the cars on this main road, they don't really interfere with the cars coming from the entrance or exit lane, whatever you want to call it. So the cars coming off that new ramp will have their own complete ramp onto that main road. And so all of the other traffic already on the road won't actually meet with that new traffic unless future like down the road. So, and as you can see, like, that completely fixed the whole thing. Like, look how smooth it is right now, and I just add some trees to make it look nicer, of course, but really look how smooth it is now. It's just so much better. I should have done this in the first place because I had a feeling I was going to have to do this in the first place, but I just didn't want to seem too extra straight away. But so yeah, so that completely fixed that whole intersection. This one here, I noticed a lot of the traffic is coming down and then trying to turn right. So that's obviously going to be a priority road for this intersection. So right now it's kind of a major disruption for them because they have to meet at this intersection. So again, like I was saying before, you either have the option to go above or underneath. So in this case, I think the best option is to just go straight underneath. And again, I know some of you are going to be like, why are you doing it underneath right near the river? It's going to cause some issues with flooding. But let's just say we have the best engineers to do this to make sure there's no flooding or no future issues. So yeah, I go straight underneath, and then it'll meet up with the other lane right there, which you'll see in a second. Okay, and so that's basically it. And then I think I add in another lane that is specifically for that new tunnel, I think. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, there's a specific lane so they can just turn straight into the left and then go completely underneath the whole intersection, bypass the whole thing and not have to worry. So yeah, so I think that is the best option because obviously it's not a huge city now, but down the let's just say a few more game years, it's going to be quite busy. So, and I'm sure in the future I'll have to upgrade this whole highway along the river as well. And once again, I make sure they can only turn left, because if they were to be able to turn right, it's going to cause huge issues because they're going to meet with all of the other traffic that's trying to go past. So yeah, so that's I'll link that mod. It's actually, I can't remember, but it's in my mods and assets list if you go have a look. And I put the little stop sign or yield sign so they have to wait, so they're not going to interfere with all of the traffic. So even though they have to wait there, it's still going to be so much more quicker than going through the original intersection. Okay, so again I'm using that mod, but I noticed some of the cars are going really weird. Like, you can see I don't know, they're just really going crazy. So I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's not supposed to be like that. Anyway, without that mod it would probably a lot worse, so should be quite thankful for that mod. Okay, so that's about all I wanted to do for this episode. I think now the whole highway area along the river is a lot more smoother, especially just the tunnels, and then the bridges going over. It just makes it so much smoother, less waiting time as well, less congestion build up. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.